The story mode in Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days has a lot of fights that you have to go through, and although some can be pretty tough, none are as tough as Kanji's fight. In fact, the fight is so hard that they just give you the option to skip it so you don't have to sit there and take the fat L. I mean, they give him a trigger every drive and damage check, over trigger on his first check of the game, and you always check normal units. Even if you stack triggers to the top of your deck with Hexa Orb, you still can't reveal them. So to say that this fight is difficult is an understatement. The game does everything in its power to completely stop you from being able to do anything during the fight. But I still thought it was possible. Despite the insurmountable odds before us, I thought that with some careful planning and a bit of effort, I'd be able to crumble this behemoth before me. And I know what you might be thinking, Vaziz, why on earth would you want to do this? There is zero identifiable benefit to winning this fight. Well, you know the old adage, you climb the mountain because it's there. The challenge itself and overcoming it is its own reward in the end. And he disrespected me so hard after winning, so I just wanted to beat his ass. Now, there are two main ways that you can win in Vanguard without alternate win cons. Those two ways would be with 6 damage and deck out. Now, since Miracle Heals would be guaranteed in this fight, I didn't really see any feasible way to be able to deal 10 damage while withstanding that. So I went with the deck out strategy. Now, obviously, by letting Kanji deck out, I would understandably need to be able to live for a lot of turns. As such, I would need to have as much shield as possible and be able to remove rear guards in order to slow down his aggression. So this was the list that I came up with. It has the crit effect heals in order to help with shield, since with the overtrigger, Kanji's Vanguard will always have an extra crit. I also had Bug Motor to get a card in prison early, so I could use Derry Violet and PG the early Vanguard attacks and be able to take more later. So with that, we set off. With this list, I was ready to take on the Tyrant and strike him down. I don't have a prison in my prison deck. Hold on. Yeah, I forgot to put a prison in my prison deck. I know, it happens to the best of us, okay? But even with the prison, the next few attempts didn't go much better. Since the deck didn't feel like it did what I planned, I felt like I needed a lot of pieces and it didn't do as much as I thought it might. So, I ended stream that day without having beaten the beast. Speaking of which, I stream on Twitch, you should go follow me there. After coming back a few days later, I was prepared. I couldn't stop thinking about how I was going to beat this fight. While I was working over the next few days, all I could think about was how to optimize the fight and looking up cards that I could use against Kanji. I looked at Keter cards and thought of a strategy with Heathcourt in looping the defensive order. I researched and built a Clarissa deck off of a suggestion from chat to use retires and draws to slow him down. I even thought about playing Tamayura just so I could use the Fox art order. But my magnum opus came when I saw this. Explosive Melting Heart was the answer that I had been looking for the whole time, but never knew. Being able to make Favreneer lose 5,000 power for every card in my prison was the perfect counter. It wouldn't even matter that he could restand, since he wouldn't be able to hit me at negative 20,000 power. Then it just became a matter of building the deck to keep prison numbers high and defense up, and then planning my victory party. Now, I could give you a detailed explanation on how the fight went and commentate, but I think I'll let it speak for itself. Okay, I really like this start already. And then we got Derry Violet? So that means I can perfect guard against the grade 2 with the crit. Okay, 2 Derry Violets, that's a little rough. Okay, so I think the thing is I just have to go to 3 this turn. But I think it's a lot more controllable that I can keep myself at 4 next turn. And if I can get to grade 4, then I completely control his Vanguard as long as, like, with this order. Like, completely and utterly. Okay, got a front. That's good. Oh, God. Okay, I think I have to discard her. Oh, but she's just so good. What we're trying to do. I think I just have to get rid of her. There's no way around it here. And then I can call you, and then I can yoink one because I can get away with it this turn. Then I can call Shovel Stud. Then use his ability. Then yoink your starter. And that's one card you're probably just never going to call back. Oh, we got an effect heal? Let's go. And then we swing for the card. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Okay. And he left all of his cards in the prison? Who is this man? And what did he do with Kanji Meguro? Okay, okay, okay. So, because we took away the starter, that is actually insanely big. Apparently, that slows his roll immensely. Because that is not a card that he is willing to... But he will not have cards that he can Soul Blast then. Which means he's also going to have less pieces. I would almost argue that I could just swing to Vanguard, deal damage, he won't be able to restand. I could almost argue that. Comfortably. But I guess for the moment, I just intercept and guard. Just so we're at 3. Boom. Soul Blast and you're perfect guarded, nerd. I'll even Persona Soul Blast just for the stunts. Okay? So that's no crit. Well, oh, that's a crit, but then we just guard it. Guard. Okay. Taking away the starter is actually an insane pace move. I didn't even think it would have this big of an effect. Because he just does not Soul Blast normal units. Okay. In turns, real simple. We use Shovel Stud, Soul Blast, grab Selfish Engraver, because that's a card we're cool with coming back. Because it on-hit soul charges. Then I swing to the rear guard. Okay, she's cool. Especially with like the order. A. Okay. Okay. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe, Aziz. This is only exactly what you dreamed of. Because if I ride this grade 4 and I yoink 6, I can minus 50. This man. But RIP Shovel Stud, you did us such a service. Honestly, big salutes. Him swinging with Engraver first is tough though. Because that means we're pretty much guaranteed to take the rear guard. I just have to hope that he doesn't double crit. I mean, I could do this, minus 15 it, and then make it more guardable, throw Aggro Rouge. For the moment, we Dairy Violet. Just in case I do have to take. And then we toss Effect Crit on Vanguard to put us to 35. So that'd be 2 to pass. Which means I think that is grounds for him to just shove it on Rearguard Circle. And if I see him put it on Vanguard, I will dip. Okay. You don't have to dip. And this might even be 1 damage. Okay, never mind. He made it a crit. Yeah, I have to take it. Honestly, fine damage except for the perfect card. So we're on Pure Light. I will say Soul is a little tighter than I anticipated. But I'm going to yoink 6 cards here. He's got exactly 13 in the Soul, so he's okay. I didn't want to swing at the grade 2, but it seems like that might just be the only option available to us. I almost want to toss this guy down so I can buff up on Soul, but I'm going to wait until I immediately need to do that. Yeah, and then he's not going to be able to do his card from hand to Soul to draw because I haven't called the rear guard. So there's nothing to retire. Okay, another order. A little tough. Another grade 4, that's cool. If we can live the next turn. Then 5k. So it's pretty much dependent on if he has something in his hand. Oh my god. I'm going to minus 45k this man. Oh. Alright, even if he gets 2 triggers, he's going to go to 2k, and then he is going to get plus 10, so he'll be at 8k. So he cannot hit me. He cannot hit me. So he's just going to waste 2 triggers here. Oh my god. Oh my god. And we have the grade 4 snow. This is happening. It's just happening. This is happening. Okay, so we're going to ride. Going to counterblast. Going to soul blast our snow. He has 3 cards in soul. Oh my goodness. I mean, there's 9 grades in there, but holy cow, dude. Look at all this. That is rich. That is rich blood. Okay, so let me count triggers out of deck real quick. So I have 5 in here. That would include my starter. And then 5 normal units here. I have 2 triggers in hand. So that's 6 triggers out of deck. I have 12 triggers in deck. I'm literally going to be forced to hit triggers here soon. Oh my goodness. So I need to call deck Arcop so I can put 1 to soul so I can use my blitz order next turn. And then I have literally 30k shield to deal with everything else, and then I have extra if I need to. So we call deck Arcop. Then just because of the situation, I have to swing Vanguard. But we guarantee, like, this is 2 more cards out of deck, and he's not going to be able to put a card from hand to soul. And he does not have good ways to soul charge. What was first card? Shovel Stud? Okay, we got another 15k shield. Alright, cool. I just want to make sure I don't mispress a single button right now. Ooh, you know, I thought it was kind of bad, like the turn before last, but then he just swung, and I didn't have rear guards, so he's willing to call. Wait, what did he soul charge? A grade 3? Okay. So that's 12, though. And he can't restand. Use the order. His counter blast. Okay, but he did soul charge 4, though, so Swirler is actually going to be massive. That part is a problem. This is going to be very, very sketchy. So that's just a 10k. I can deal with a 10k. I have 11 in the prison. So I can minus 55,000. He's going to be at 71. So minus 55. He's going to be at 16. Heyo. He's going to be at 16. Nice. So guard. I'm probably going to have to use Aggro Rouge and then something on the rear guard here. So we'll play this order. Soul Blast. Minus 55, so he's 16. Let's think this out real quick. He's pretty much just going to be running into like straight triggers here soon. Which means he's not going to really be able to rebuild board. Actually, my question is, can I go for game next turn? I mean, he's probably going to be able to like heal a ton. I don't know how many heals are out. One heal, 2 heals. I could possibly go for game next turn, but I don't want to think about that right now. Because if I make it 2 to pass, he's probably going to give power rear guard, as he always has, and then I throw 20k at it. But it's 2 to pass, and he has a rear guard that's standing that can hit. So I think he's just going to go with that. I should make sure I don't see it go to Vanguard. Okay, it went to rear guard. Okay, that's a heal, which means he won't be able to heal from that. So I could potentially go for game. Minus 22,000. Okay. So I kind of want to use Dakar Cop so I can use Melting Heart again. We just have to do this, and then this. Yeah. Guard. Then hopefully we can draw like a front or something. Okay, crit's cool. So if we're thinking about the cards that are missing, 9 triggers, 1 PG, 2 could very well be orders. We're missing some of Ashradah too, but only 1 of him. And then 1 Selfish Engraver, which could make up the last 2 slots. Gotta be 9 triggers. 9 triggers, 1 PG, that's 10. 2 orders, that's 12. And then 1 Engraver, 1 Ashradah, that's 14. That would be 14. That would account for everything. And I don't remember having seen any other kinds of cards, which means he shouldn't be able to muster like a huge offense or do anything else crazy. Yeah, so I think we just have to call. I think I just have to swing at stuff. It's kind of going to depend on my drive checks. I think I should swing at this, because if I swing at this, he can just call another grade 2 and maybe like a grade 1 or something over here. And then that's like more annoying. I feel like this is a really important decision at this point. I'm just going to swing at this one. Close out one attack. Nice, we got our Aggro Ruse. That's 15k shield. That's huge. Okay, we got our other order. The other order was something I was thinking we might have been missing too. And then Shovel Sub. Whew. I am thinking so ungodly hard. I'm glad there's no timer on this fight. Okay, so he would call. Okay, so if I just guard with these two, and then I use the order, and then I can guard with these two on this thing. That's what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm liking. Or, wait, let me think about this. I can guard more optimally here. Because if I guard with one of these, order on Vanguard, that's minus 50k. So he's going to be at 41 minus 50, so he'll be at negative 9. One trigger puts him to 1k, two triggers put him to 11k. I can just guard with this, and then like something else. So I could technically call something if I wanted to. It saves me one card. Because instead of guarding with that and then wasting 10k right there, because I already know like what the powers are going to be. This is going to be 30. So I just throw 20 on this one. Yeah, throw 20 on this one. Confirm. I was not supposed to throw 20 on this one. Oh god, I was supposed to throw the 1. Okay, well, I wasted the card anyways, but we knew how it was going to go. I wasted 1 card, but that's fine. But we use order. So last tech arc out. Then we no guard. Draw trigger. Okay, so he can't heal because that was his last heal. Now I have to throw these because I goofed it. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a trigger. Okay, so he has soul that he can call 1 out, and he's comfortable doing that from what it seems. I think if I can just hit his Vanguard, I don't know if he would let me do that, but if I hit his Vanguard, then he can't swing with his Vanguard or else he loses, and then we're good. I don't think swinging at a rear guard does me anything here. Like, I'm 1 soul short to do anything more than this. So if this doesn't hit, or if he doesn't let it hit, I'm pretty sure it's over. Because I don't think there's anything else we can really do here. So I'm just going to swing Vanguard, and hopefully he lets it hit. Okay, never mind. I figured he wouldn't, because it was 2 crit. But good news, this should be the last of my normal units. Which means we get our perfect guards! I reveal the trigger in the kanji fight! Oh! Oh my god. My brain is so excited right now. Go for it. Go for it, big man. Oh yeah, swing away, swing away. This front literally covers your rear guard. Even if you reveal 2 triggers. I got perfect guard for your Vanguard, discarding the order. We use this. We use this. Confirm. I made 1 mistake, guarded with 1 too many cards, the last turn, but it's fine, and we're okay. So then, regard. Let me discard the order. And we confirm. Oh my god, we are right there. We are right there. We are right there. Oh. Toss this out. Let it get its effect. Oh, man. Oh, buddy. Okay, best news. There's a heal on top. Nice. Best news. He can no longer swing with his Vanguard. And because he cannot do anything to power up his rear guards, that does not include soul charging, we win. We win. I'm still going to swing with my Vanguard regardless. Just to prove a point. Oh, okay, I thought I glitched for a second because I didn't see anything I could do, but that's because, yeah, there's not a lot I can do in my current situation. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, am I going to beat you by triggers? Because that's all I got left, big man. That's all I got left. Because even if I over-trigger and draw a card, we're fine. So I get to 2 cards in deck. Oh, and I healed against him. Oh, this is magical. Ah, sit there and take 3 damage for me, Kanji. Oh, sit there and take it. Oh! Oh, baby! And that is the Kanji Meguro fight. The impossible fight. Beaten. And that was it. That's the impossible Dear Days fight beaten. If I learned anything from this experience, it's that when you put your mind to it, anything can become possible, even in the face of a seemingly insurmountable challenge. Also, that spite is a fantastic motivator. Ah, man, that was a really fun experience. I'm glad Wait, is this the same cutscene? Of course he wouldn't accept that he lost, that underhanded motherfucker!